The nicest person in the room is often the least respected. There's a brutal truth nobody warns you about when you're growing up. The more you try to please everyone, the less people value you. Not because people are cruel, not because kindness is wrong, but because somewhere along the way, kindness without a spine stops looking like a virtue and starts looking like an invitation to push further, to ask for more, to stop taking you seriously. Most of us were handed the same rule book as children. Be agreeable, avoid conflict, make people comfortable. And for a while it seems to work. People smile at you, they call you sweet, easy to get along with. But then something shifts. The requests get heavier, the jokes get sharper, the favors stop being returned. And you're left wondering what you did wrong when the whole time you thought you were doing everything right. The philosopher Niccolò Machiavelli spent his life watching people, and what he saw wasn't pretty. He noticed that human beings, regardless of culture or century, tend to test each other, constantly, quietly, sometimes without even knowing they're doing it. When someone senses that you have no real limits, they don't consciously decide to take advantage of you. It just happens, gradually, the way water finds cracks in stone. A small request gets a yes, so a bigger one follows. A boundary gets ignored, and since nothing happened, it gets ignored again. The person at the center of it, the one saying yes to everything, smiling through every imposition, silencing every honest opinion just to keep the peace, that person slowly becomes invisible, not hated, not resented, just irrelevant. Kindness is not the problem. Kindness without limits is. Here's what most overly agreeable people won't admit, even to themselves. It's not really about being nice. It's about being afraid. Afraid that if they say no, people will leave. Afraid that if they disagree, they'll be disliked. So they edit themselves, they swallow opinions, they reshape their personalities to fit whatever the room seems to want. And in doing so, they make themselves easy to ignore because nobody is really there, just a mirror reflecting everyone else back at them. People sense it, even when they can't name it. The conversation feels thin, the person feels predictable. Nothing they say surprises you, challenges you, or stays with you after you leave the room. Being liked and being respected are not the same thing, not even close. Approval feels good in the moment. It comes from laughing at jokes you don't find funny, agreeing with opinions you quietly disagree with, shrinking yourself down to make others feel bigger. It's warm, it's immediate, and it's completely hollow. Respect is built differently. It grows in the small, uncomfortable moments. The moment someone says, "That doesn't work for me," and actually means it. The moment they disagree calmly but clearly, without apologizing for having a view. The moment they walk away from something that isn't good for them, even when it costs them approval. Those moments signal something rare, self-respect. And there's a deeply human response to witnessing self-respect in someone else. You take them seriously. You stop testing them because you already know they have limits. Now, this isn't a case for being cold or difficult. Strength without warmth is just aggression. Nobody respects a wall. But warmth without strength is just accommodation. And nobody respects a doormat either. The people who earn genuine, lasting respect tend to share something in common. They are kind, but not infinitely flexible. Generous, but not at their own expense. They can cooperate without being controlled, and they can disagree without making it personal. They've stopped needing everyone's approval, and somehow that makes everyone take them more seriously. There comes a point for a lot of people when the old approach stops working and they finally stop defending it. They realize that no amount of agreeableness has earned them the respect they wanted. That being easy to be around is not the same as being someone worth listening to. So they make a quiet decision, to say what they actually think, to set a limit and hold it, to let someone be disappointed without rushing to fix it. It feels uncomfortable at first, almost rude, like breaking some unwritten social contract. But something unexpected happens. People notice. the dynamic shifts. The room feels different because they feel different. Not everyone will like them for it. That's the trade, and it's worth making, because being liked by everyone is a small, fragile thing. But being respected, truly respected, that's something that lasts, and it all starts the moment you stop being afraid of one simple word: no.